Howdy folks, tonight is Friday, October 3rd. The time, well, the day is Friday, October 3rd. The time right now is 8:41. The temperature here in downtown Toronto is about 19 degrees Celsius. Now I want to welcome some people into the chat. I see Marge is here, Billy T, Medano, Jacqueline S, Alicia Lewis, Marie Palmer, Caroline, Gertes, Jasmine, Jillian Felix, Who's Jaw, Magic Eraser, and Mimi, and a number of others. Thank you so much for tuning in. I was just recording a few videos, and I wasn't sure if I was going to go live or not, but I don't think I'm going to want to go live tomorrow, given that the Jays are on at 4. I'm a little busy at night. So rather than wait till Monday or Tuesday on this channel to go live, I thought let's just spring a live up now. Drew is here, Jason Lynch, Mark D. There I am. I just did a video up in Midtown. I came downtown to do a video, and then I went to the food hall here at the Well, and I had my first ever Jappa Dog experience. It was actually pretty good. There's the food hall down there. It sounds kind of like a club in there. They are just blasting the music. Greetings, Buttery Sprite. So I don't know how long we're going to be going tonight, but I wanted to do something. But it's good to see you guys here. Thank you so much for joining. Just a friendly reminder to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and all that fun stuff. Where are we on the subscriber count? Let me just check that before I get up. So we were whoa, we did it. All right, I'm just gonna amend the title of this live stream. Holy cow, thank you so much, guys. I didn't even think we'd be close, but we have done it. The channel has reached 140,000 subscribers. Nice round number. I don't think that really counts as a milestone, not until we get to 150. But thank you so much, everyone, for making that possible. You guys are awesome. Thank you. And this is like an indoor or covered shopping center. There's a number of stores here, but most of the stores are closed. But the food hall is very much like a club inside. They have a DJ, they're blasting music. I just want to make sure my backpack is all zipped up here. Holy shit, we got a super chat. But Dano, $20. Congrats for reaching 140K subs. Well, Medano, we couldn't have done it without some of your help. You've definitely kept a lot of the riffraff, or some of the riffraff. We haven't had too much of that out of the chat, which has in turn brought a lot of people back into the chat, and people are enjoying things more. So thank you for all your good help, Medano. Mark D, $15. Congrats on 140K. Jess, thank you, Mark D. Thank you so much for your support as well. It was nice to see you a few weeks ago, along with the Palmers, over at Queens Harbor, a restaurant which is just to the south of here. But it is a beautiful, beautiful night. And Emoji has opened up here. I really, really like this development. I think, well, I don't think they could have pulled it off much better. And I'm happy to see that the food hall is packed with people. So they are doing a very healthy business. I was a little worried when it first opened that the store's kind of priced out a lot of residents or a lot of locals. And people weren't really going to flock to here, but it's doing well. Diva Tequila's here. Billy T, congrats. thank you, Billy T. Thank you so much for the support and the super chat. Cheers to you and everyone else. We got the moon out there. We get even closer. Hello, moon. So I don't think I'm gonna do a companion live stream for the Blue Jays game tomorrow, but I'm gonna try to do that on Sunday. I think they play at 4 on Sunday. So I might do a stream on one of my channels. I don't know if it'll be this one or if it'll be the Stumbles channel, because I usually stream Sunday nights on the Stumbles channel. There is City Place. And over there, the Sky Dome, where the Jays will take on the Yankees. Got Kevin Gossman versus Hill on the hill tomorrow. And I think Trey Savage is going to pitch on Sunday, which is a really savvy move because Bieber would be much better suited for that hostile road environment at the stadium in New York. Carolyn, $10. Thank you for some wonderful videos. Congratulations. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you so much. Cheers to you, and thank you for always being a friendly face in the chat all the way from Wisconsin. Lisa says blue on blue. All right, let's maybe go this way. We'll go over to Bathurst and we'll pick a direction. I just came down Spadina, so I'm not too keen on going back north up Spadina. Ginny, $11. Congratulations, well done. No, well done to you and everyone for clicking that magic button, but thank you so much, Ginny, as well. Thank you very much. It's been a long ass road to get here. There's periods where subscribers come in waves, and there's periods where they barely come and YouTube purges a lot of them. A lot of bots and dead accounts. But I am heading west on Front Street. Jeanette Morales, thank you so much, Jeanette. Congrats, Johnny, on 140K. You and the chat community are awesome. Well, you are a very big part of that yourself, Jeanette. Thank you so much for the support. And you are definitely one of the OG viewers. Feel free to come back to our beautiful city anytime. And let me know when you do. Hey, is that a maple leaf on the CN Tower? Thank you, Jeanette. It's taken so long to get from 100 to 140. I don't think I really made a big deal at a 125, but it's a nice round number, and it's going to be a while before we get to 150. So why the heck not, eh? Lisa says it's a pretty city. It is. Thank you, Toronto. This is one of the most interesting residential streets downtown, Draper Street. Thank you, Noni. What will I be doing for the Jays game? I think I'm going to have some company over, so I'm not really going to live stream me watching. But on Sunday, I should be able to do that. Just with Saturday being more of a social day, I think I'd rather kick it and have a few cold beverages and maybe order a pizza. But I'll see about doing a companion live stream on Sunday where I watch the game along with you guys. I won't be able to show it on my screen. Maybe I'll be able to have like a tracker up.
This one, my food was like.
Ginny says, looks like a leaf indeed. And thank you for your support, Ginny. Someone's raising their voice up ahead.
You will know when you leave. Because we have every fucking camera that you fucking hack. Piece of shit. Yeah, go on date night with your girlfriend at home.
Sometimes you just gotta keep your camera out of sight of some people. He didn't seem to be in a very good place. Thank you, Julie. Well, that guy's nuts. He's talking about someone having a wire attachment. Paranoid, maybe. Indy, congrats. Now get 150K. Slow and steady. Lisa says, careful. Yeah, when someone is just going off like that, you never know what's going to be a trigger point for them. It's generally not a good idea to shove a camera in their face or even point it at them or make eye contact with them. I only acknowledged his existence because you guys could clearly hear him. I'd like to live to 150K.
It's just a living quarters.
And 99 out of 100 times those people are perfectly harmless. It's just why roll the dice? Have you ever wondered where all the short buses were parked? Here we go. Marge. $10. Congrats, Johnny. Well done. Thank you very much, Marge. Thank you for the support as a mod as well. It's a different vibe after the sun goes down. And no, you're not seeing things. This is the third stream in 3 days. That's been kind of nice, getting the step count up and keeping it up. I just ate a giant hot dog. A Japanese hot dog. So should walk part of that off. He is wondering if Stacked is open. Well, if it was, we could probably hear it from here. That place is known for being obnoxiously loud. We'll just let those people walk by. I don't know how long we'll live stream for tonight, but I will tell you it's not going to be 3 or 3.5 hours probably. Digital Blade Canada says Japadog. Indeed, it was Japadog. Chef-inspired tasty meals. Oh, that's a Farm Boy. Hey, the Farm Boy near me finally reopened after a rodent infestation. Vivian Johnson, 14 for 140. Well done, boss. Thank you, Vivian Johnson. You can multiply by 10 or divide by 10. Awesome math skills as well, but thank you so much, Vivian. Vivian, Marge, and Medano, our 3 mods in the chat tonight. Thank you for all you do. And City Place gets its fair share of criticism, but I think it looks pretty neat at night, and I like those touches of blue lights up top on those 2 buildings. James Carter says, I always go past here on the train, but you've never seen what it's like around here. This used to be kind of industrial. Dental cleaning and exam. Oh, Stacked is open. There's people going in there. There's a bar at the back. It's that kind of weather. Some people in coats, some people not, but unfortunately they blast a lot of music in there. Helena, thank you for sharing Toronto with us. £5 and a big congrats. Well, is it Helena or Helena? I don't want to offend you by mispronouncing your name. Everyone knows I'm terrible at that. But thank you so much for the £5 British pounds. Thank you. Glad you're here and part of the community. I don't know how I'd feel about sitting there letting the whole world walk by while my mouth is propped open and a hygienist is shoving a tube into it, sucking up all my saliva. Oh, no, you think they would have it black out more than that. But this is north up Bathurst Street. City Place does look a bit cheap during the day. No comment on that, Chaser, but I don't fully disagree. YouTube says it's £5. There we go, speaking British. Quid, stone. That's not a truck, it's a lorry. That's not an elevator, it's a lift. Those aren't running shoes, they're trainers. What am I wearing? It's a jumper. I could go on, but let's not. Okay, there's a Dollarama here. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just head up to King and we'll scoot over King for a little bit. Maybe towards Portland. Is that a puppy? I don't know. Greetings, Kurt Affair. I think a bigger milestone this channel is near, although I've kind of cheated to get there with a few YouTube shorts lately, is the 50 million all-time view mark. But that one won't be coming up for a month or two probably. We're a few million short. That guy is living it up in a Dodge Caravan. Alicia Lewis, $5. Congrats, Johnny. Cheers. Alicia Lewis. Thank you to you. And I heard a rumor it is or was your birthday right around here. Well, happy birthday to you, Alicia Lewis. And thank you as well for the super chat. Yeah, I don't want to get copyrighted because that guy, one sec. There we go. That girl walked up to the beg button and she kicked it with her foot. I don't know how I feel about that because other people touch that with their hand, but obviously it makes more sense what she did if you're capable of it. I always kind of just make a fist and hit it with my knuckle. Hibachi Teppanyaki Bar. Unfortunately, in this corner used to be a beautiful old building with a very popular bar in it called the Banknote. Lisa says, like, just use your elbow. Yeah, that's an option too. I absolutely love the balconies and look at this building is quite different for downtown. JD uses their elbow, nunchuck it. If you're wondering what this is, it's a future Ontario line stop, the second last stop. On the western end of the line, it'll terminate at Exhibition / Liberty Village. Learn more at westhouse.ca.
So it's one by one, like I'm not.
But it's not a reflection of him. No, it's just a circumstance.
There's Toronto's oldest bar, the Wee Chief. And a lot of the patios that are set up are doing a good business tonight. One Plant Cannabis Store. Didn't that used to be a Second Cup? Just getting caught up on some of your chats. You usually do a roundhouse kick. Hey, Jenny K is here. Jenny K, I know you'll be watching the Jays at 4 tomorrow. After the Yankees booted the Sox out of the playoffs last night. At least Cam Schlitter, a name many people mispronounce and end up saying Schitler, won't be on the hill for the first few games at least, maybe game 3. But in a few hours, this area will be jumping with people. There's still going to be a fair number of people out. It really gets going a bit later on. This is an Italian restaurant, Oretta. They've got a location in Midtown. Lisa says, Ugh, King. We won't be on King too long. Maybe at Portland, we'll head north. Nice Corvette. Hey, we've cracked 400 viewers. Thank you so much, guys. 25 minutes and 400 viewers later, we're on King West. It's crazy seeing King Taps here. To me, that was originally like a financial district place. They have moved into this area, and it always seems to be kind of busy and lively. They've got a great selection of beer on taps and some really good pizza. Same with Earl's. There's another place I associate with being in the financial district.
All done. I'm meeting up with Bella and my dad.
That used to be Lee Restaurant in that location, but that was relocated just northeast of here at the Waterworks. Someone having a very happy birthday. Let's cross the street.
Listen, she has to have top filling all the time.
Toronto dating experiment.
You didn't like them.
I'll cross the street in a few blocks and we'll circle back. Or maybe I'll just head up Grant Street. Oh man, my days of lining up to go into places are long over. Lisa says, random snippets of the world.
Be careful.
3 live streams in a row. Strides fans are eating. I've just been wanting to get the old step count up. I don't know if I've been walking less or if the length of my videos is shorter, but it's been well down. This is as good a way to boost it as any, isn't it? A wild Friday night these days is a jigsaw puzzle and be in bed by 10.
Apparently it's $4.
Oh well, we missed some things on that side of the street. There's Belfast Love. No lineup now, but in 2 hours from now there'll be 1,000 people clamoring to get in there. All right, maybe we'll go to Blue Jays Way and Peter. I'm trying. Oh, hi. She's been on a few live streams before. I recognized her. I don't really want to go in there. Let's just walk outside. I was in Toronto this summer and left Toronto. People are so nice. I hated to go back to Texas with crazy Trump people who can't read. Seriously, they are dumb. Midascal. Hey, it's not nice to generalize, but I mean, I totally get what you're saying. Glad you enjoyed our nice city. There's some friendly folks down in Texas. There's a few viewers of this channel, including yourself, who reside down there.
Yeah. I mean, they say Paris, Texas is whack, but
These places here usually get pretty busy just on the right.
I don't think
There's a ping pong club called Spin. Yeah, there's going to be a massive crowd of people right here later. Paris, Texas. I still don't know if that's related to Paris, Paris. right, this is Spadina. I'm trying to avoid this stretch of Spadina since I just recorded along here. So we're gonna keep going on King a little bit. Sorry about that. Well, we're starting to get up there. By the time I finish tonight, hopefully it will be well north of that. Paris, Texas, the film probably. Oh, there you go. Johnny, can you do a Texan accent? No, every time I try to do an accent, I end up offending somebody. So negative. I mean, I think I can do some pretty wicked accents, but are they offensive? Probably. So we'll refrain from doing that. That's more of a ask me when I'm high or drunk on the Stumbles channel kind of question.
And I was like, I need a fucking figure out.
I don't know if that girl had like the best perm of all time or was wearing a wig. I cross over to the north side of King here.
Oh, for Halloween, I'm curious how this is.
I'm kind of curious. I saw a stretch of Dundas West that was closed. I think they might be filming something there. I'm kind of curious.
A man for the first time in his career.
I'm not saying someone I just walked by had BO, but whew. I don't know what else that could have been. Maybe they just didn't do their laundry for a while. Again, if you're just tuning in, we're going east along the north side of King Street West.
Well, this is the thing.
Greetings, Max. You appreciate these live streams, especially on the LG OLED. I was quite excited when I decided to upgrade the big TV to an OLED in my living room. There's a Wendy's. So we're gonna go north on Peter Street here. There's Blue Jays Way. If you go south there, that'll take you down to the Sky Dome. This leg of Peter Street was renamed from here to the Dome Blue Jays Way in honor of those 92 and 93 world champion teams. JD, I'd like to give you 140, but the budget is 14 tonight. Hey man, I'm just glad you're here. Thank you so much for the 14, JD, and all the excellent support. Thank you for being a you. Being at you. Yeah, you lay the horn on, bus driver. Oh, I heard that ambulance, and I was like, I hope that's a cop. I hope that's a cop. That would have been sweet, but no, it was an ambulance. That would have been hashtag convenient cop. Hey, Jennifer Gallus here. You must have heard someone mention OLED. As we go north, I started at the Well, went west along Front to Bathurst, north up to King, and then east over to Peter. Now it's north up to Queen. It is Siren City tonight. Where I just was along King, where all those clubs are, used to be this area. There were a number of clubs on this street, including a huge one just up here on the left. It was called Level at one point. And look at that car. Better take those speed bumps going slow. Is that a Fiero? What is that? A Ferrari? That can't be a Testarossa, can it? The front looks too new. Jennifer Gallus says OLED is the best. Good for the eyes too. You would know. I'm curious as to what kind of car this is. Oh, that, I think that is a Testarossa. That is sick. The guy in the passenger seat's just looking at me. That is a classic Ferrari. Someone's gonna correct me and be like, that's not a Testarossa, you dumbass. Someone has good taste in vintage supercars. Bestco Fresh Foods. I heard about this place. It's like a low-cost Asian grocery store. Neat stuff. Thank you, Canadian Vasily. It's a Honda Civic. But man, any pothole or speed bump, that guy's gonna have to slow right down to a crawl. Hey, just up here on the left was the first ever Burrito Boys location. Many drunk people would come right here. It was in the lower level of like a split level house.
A few more things.
Meals for people working on that set.
Johnny Stripes.
That's me, hello.
Yeah, have fun.
Thank you. Why do I always say that's me? No, I'm the Ken Continuum. How dare you call me Johnny Stripes? I'm gonna sing the Beatles now, eh?
But yeah,
That was as good a impersonation as I can do. So there's an ambulance over on Richmond, unfortunately. That was probably the one I heard earlier. I wonder what that yellow light is on that police vehicle. Like, hey, I'm parking here, but I don't want to use my four ways, and it's not an emergency, so the lights aren't like... I don't know if I've seen one do that before when it parks. Jenny Krutzkamp for postseason merch or snacks towards game nights, and congrats on 140. Jenny Krutzkamp, thank you so much. Flick Hunter sent me a super to fill up the fridge with some game day beers last time. But thank you, Jenny K. I know you'll be rooting in spirit alongside all of us watching the game tomorrow. We'll make sure that gets utilized to help enjoy the game. Thank you, Jenny K. Hopefully Gosman has his shit working tomorrow, because he didn't last start. He got roughed up a little bit. Honk. All right, since I wanted to see that stretch of Dundas, maybe we'll go left on Queen, and then we'll just pop up Spadina to Dundas, because I think Dundas is closed, and I wanted to see what that was like just east of Spadina. Hey, Chris the Pepsi driver. Thank you, Chris, for your super chat at the buzzer last time. I had already closed down the streaming phone, but I saw it come in on the hotspotting phone. Thank you, Chris. Let me know if you're ever around. We could grab that beer, but thanks again. Or Aquafina. I should do an East Coast trip and Halifax walk, says Ricky. That might be in the cards, but not until next spring, probably. It's probably going to be a little cold to go there from here on out. I do have kind of a trip planned in December, and I'm hoping to have a big ass trip for January or February. Think like Bali or something in that neck of the woods. I'd wanted to go back to Phuket for quite a while, and I did that finally. And another place I want to go back to is Bali, so I'm going to be looking into that. And maybe the Caribbean again. So Luna. They're playing some music up here. Alright, I'm gonna mute it quickly just in case. I guess I could just remove the music in post. That is the Rivoli. Janice Pike is here. Greetings, Janice. Sir Bob Blah Blah says everybody hide. We got a pool hall up on the second floor. There's like a venue in the back where you could catch a comedy show. I went to like an 80s night. Oh, I think they're about to cover something, but neat band. That's a fun idea, just setting up on the sidewalk. That girl just said it's, pardon my French, fucking nice outside now, and I would agree with her. I think nice outside now it is. Mogoyan, hand-pulled noodle. That's an odd bench. Just sit there and stare at the people in the very, very busy cocoa bubble tea. Hey, there's where I got my winter coat. Poulet Rouge. Those have been popping up everywhere. What we need are some couche-tards. Make that Quebec invasion complete. Speaking of classic places, there's the Horseshoe. So I'm just gonna fly up north to Dundas, where the street closure had piqued my curiosity. We'll just stick to the east side of Spadina here. I just did a walk through Kensington Market,
I think 6, 7.
as well as Chinatown. That went down to the well. That might be the video for tomorrow. I did one in Midtown before that. So after sitting on my butt all day, it's been a pretty busy night. But I anticipate being incredibly unproductive tomorrow. I'll probably do that thing I hate doing, clean my apartment, because there'll be some people coming over. And if we lose, tomorrow's going to be a shitty night. Nuit Blanche is tomorrow, but I don't know if I'm going to go record that later at night. It's usually quite hit or miss. But I've never really made a video of Nuit Blanche that I liked. It's more of a go see it yourself than make a video kind of experience.
I can't give you all the details.
You could probably live stream it. We'll just move ahead of that couple who were talking about how I was live streaming. Rusty says you wish you could afford to live downtown. It's always been a dream of yours. Well, sadly, now you can pay more than downtown prices to not live downtown. The apartment and condo market has gotten a bit better, but then you zoom out and realize, yeah, it's cheaper than it's been in a few years, but it's still way more than it was like 4 or 5 years ago. That's not really a consolation. And the housing market is holding up. It's the smaller condos, the studios, and 1 bedrooms with no den that are really kind of the first domino to fall. Chris, the Pepsi driver, have you ever done a live stream of a sunrise over Lake Ontario this time of year? It's beautiful. You might want to go to bed early for that. Thank you for the 4 months of channel membership, Chris, and thank you for the suggestion. And many people have tried to get me to do that, and only the CBC was successful. But you're right, you can get an awesome glow off the lake, particularly around this time, so perhaps we'll do that. Could probably get off at like King, make a video walking down to the lake, then do a live stream. La Taquera. Tacos $7 to $8. Is it just me, or is there a ton of Mexican restaurants? You know what? That place has a really nice decor, but that is too bright. I think if people go out for dinner, they want something a little less lit up inside, right? Make that a little duller. I don't know, it's always bugged me when restaurants are like overly bright inside. Get like a nice warm light bulb and keep the lights pretty dim. Makes a huge difference in the atmosphere. Not that I know what the hell I'm talking about, giving them advice, but I'd turn those lights down a bit. Gives it more of a fast food vibe when it's so light. I don't know, am I crazy there, or do you guys agree with me? You love Mexican food? Well, when I was walking through Kensington Market, it seemed like every other restaurant was Mexican. Howard Charco! Thanks for tuning in, Howard. Good to see you. Just heading north up to Dundas. I think it was about an hour and a half ago I was walking south past here. And I noticed Dundas Street was closed. And I was like, what's going on there? And I almost rerouted my walking video, but then I remembered I was hungry and I already had plans to go to the well. So I held the course and kept going to the well and said maybe I'll circle back up and see what's going on a live stream. Yeah, it is closed, so they must be doing a TV or movie production. They got security here. How cool is this? Just reading your message. Rusty says Kensington used to have this really good pizzeria that had these absolutely massive panini sandwiches. You remember getting a chicken parm there for like $10 back in 2016? It was so good. There's a sign that says the road is closed. Cass, what are they doing here?
So it's a Nuit Blanche. Nuit Blanche tomorrow.
Oh, Nuit Blanche.
Art
Oh,
festival.
they're setting up for it.
Yeah, they're setting up for that.
I thought it might be a movie shoot. I got all excited. It's Nuit Blanche.
Festival tomorrow. Maybe you get a content tomorrow.
And that's why all the streetcars are being rerouted.
All
All right. Thank you. Have a good night. There you go. It's because of Nuit Blanche. How often do you get to walk along here? With all the traffic blocked off. Lisa says, Holy setting up for Nuit Blanche already? That's nuts. Must be quite the setup going on here. But to lose all of a Friday night and all day Saturday and then all day Saturday night on this stretch, that's a serious amount of downtime. Plus it runs all night, so it's going to be closed well into Sunday. I noticed on College Street, I saw a 512 St. Clair streetcar, which was weird. And I also noticed a 505 Dundas streetcar. But I am not excited to go to Nuit Blanche. I probably won't. So don't look for content from it on my channel. I've done it in the past. I've kind of felt like it was a swing and a miss. We'll let somebody else make those videos. Maybe they'll do a better job than I could. There's Big Trouble. Awesome name, Big Trouble in Chinatown. At least it says map a biking route. That's a good idea. Take your bike around, and if you do it at an hour where you don't have to like line up and be in a huge crowd of people to see stuff, maybe like 3, 4 a.m. Oh, do you want to be on a stream? Hi. All right. Good to see you. Cheers. They stopped, and I knew they were talking about me. That was funny. She was like, do it, and she like shoved him in front of the camera. So this is Huron Street. Lisa doesn't like that kind of thing secondhand. I also think that the kind of camera you need to do a night event where it's mostly dark justice is not the kind of camera that I have a gimbal for. I mean, I don't really feel like hooking the mirrorless up to a gimbal and walking it around. The pocket camera really wouldn't show this that well. Kind of thing, it might look okay on a phone, but you blow it up and view it on a TV and it's gonna look especially since it's art. Marge, member for 55 months, no Nuit Blanche, us mods need a break 3 days in a row. Now I'm pushing it. Sorry about that. I want to get my steps in. This might be more of a, I'm not going to say regular thing, but I might do an extra stream or two a week over what I've been doing. That guy, he's kind of lurking in the shadows a little bit. We used to spend 2 hours at the Martins drinking coffee, and then we would... All right, just reading your message, Mark. Morgan is very late. Not that late. My legs are tired. I've been walking a lot. Let's go get a massage. Chris, the Pepsi driver. Johnny, any chance Mr. Stumbles will make an appearance after the Jays crush the Yanks tomorrow? First pitch at 4:08 p.m. Probably zero chance, Chris, the Pepsi driver, but Sunday, I don't know, because I might do a live stream while watching the game, and then I don't know if I'm going to do the Sunday Night Live or not. That is to be determined. But thank you, Chris, the Pepsi driver, for the $5. Thumbs up to you, sir.
Attempted murder. Attempted.
If you want to be notified if or when I go live on Sunday, make sure you're signed up to the Johnny Strides or Johnny Stumbles channel and have clicked that notification bell. Yeah, at some point, completely unknown to me, we've hit, holy shit, we've gained 100 subscribers on this live stream. Wow, it's, you guys, thank you so much. Mark says this looks great on my 60-inch television as well. But thank you so much for your support. Yanshang rice noodle.
What fucking thing? A fucking virtual power! What don't people under fucking skin? Got a virtual fucking
Virtual fucking power. Nobody understands. All right. Preach it, I guess. Just a perfectly sane thing to do. Wayne says Toronto Nuit Blanche and the J Games makes traffic chaos. Hey, take the GO train or the TTC and it's all good. And you can just drive to a GO station and park there. Richard flexing, he's watching on his 75-inch TV. So this is Nuit Blanche construction. That guy just made a request to security. Can you make sure the bikes aren't going to run us over? They could maybe position that car on the other side of those people building that thing as a bit of a barrier. Sir Bob Loblaw is watching on their 5,000 foot screen. Well, Lisa, I'm sure somebody in YouTube land will cover it, and you can see that way. Go Power Rangers. Oh man, Dundas is still closed. East of Beverly. If this is closed all the way over to Yonge Street, I'm gonna be super curious. Will it be enough to get me to come out? I don't know. This is the Art Gallery of Ontario on the right. Mapping out a bike route, maybe just go south down Queen's Park and University all the way to Dundas. You'll have a nice protected bike lane to run into or ride on. Take Harvard all the way to Queen's Park and just go south. And that'll beam you down here. We're building something serious on this end. I think the last few years they didn't quite have the sponsorship money that they were used to having. But at the same time, people were complaining that it had become too corporate. You can't have your cake and eat it too, I guess. Ooh, a digital display as opposed to a non-digital display. But it looks like this is where it ends and traffic resumes on the east side of this intersection. Is it still sponsored by Scotiabank? That's a good question. I don't know. Beats the F out of me. This is McCall Street. We'll get a nifty view of the CN Tower and OCAD in a second. There we go. Hey, how do you get your TV out of the living room and put it out of the street? These are questions for ChatGPT. I signed up for Google Gemini, the premium version, because it's free for a month, and I've been comparing that with my premium ChatGPT subscription. And it's kind of annoying because I kind of want to have both. One is way better at some things than the other, and vice versa. Jeanette says Tio is still sexy gorgeous at night. Love watching the stream on the big screen. Just as another viewer, Nishal says Tio is so sexy at night. You guys planned those messages, but thank you so much, Jeanette, for the comment and for watching. Arjad asking, how's my Friday night? It's good. It is step-filled. Although I didn't have a drink with my dinner because I didn't want to have to go to the bathroom during the stream. But I'm kind of regretting that about now. I made 2 videos and then just had a hot dog. I've got a cold drink in the backpack, which I'll have right after the stream. Neat view of the tower. Those are getting fewer and fewer with all the new high-rises going up. Jennifer Gallis says Gemini Pro is very cool. Nano Banana is crazy. I can literally send it my picture and then tell it to put me into whatever scene I want. And it looks realistic. I could be like, hey, have me doing the skywalk on the CN Tower. And I could make that a thumbnail. And it doesn't look like cheeseball AI. This is a public plaza right in front of 52 Division. I just felt the city should do more than this with this plaza. We've got this big nice space right along Dundas Street. Landscape it a little bit. Put some benches down. Maybe have some like food trucks or something. If they had a little mobile or small cafe, serve up some donuts, they'd get some instant business. Although there's a Tim Hortons right there. Tell me Timmy's didn't do their market research on that location. Yeah, that's a public area. I think it should be more than just a super wide sidewalk. Kind of a waste. Lisa says, all right, going to bed. Going to bed by 10. That is the dream. Shrek says no one feels safe hanging out for the police. Hey, the locals could use that as like their Facebook marketplace meetup spot. Elena says, spruce up the place, damn it. Those were my thoughts. Oh. Thank you. She just said, hey chat. I'm not one of those hey chat people. That's a little too Twitch for my liking, but they were friendly. Thanks to Pand. Oh, the sub count has rocketed up tonight. We're at 140,153. So huge thanks to everyone for subbing into the channel. If you're wondering, I go live about 4 times a week. And I post about 6 videos a week. And on the other channel, I go live once a week. Oh, here's one of my favorite views. You get the tower, the Canada Life building. Tonight we've got La Lune up there. Mark says if I go to bed at 10 p.m., you'll be awake at 4:30 in the morning. Me too. You're not the only one.
Yeah, but then you like.
There's a streetcar that's about to go off route. Julian says Sunday nights at 8. Yeah, maybe not this Sunday. It all depends on the Jays. And if I stream that. And if I feel like doing a stream after that stream. Who knows?
I'm so busy with the child. They want to play soccer.
Shawarma poutine, $12.
It's like over a week. That's a long time.
Midnight is always good to sleep. Well, for me, I've got to get a video done. I've got to load it on the computer, edit it, do the title, thumbnail, and all that fun stuff. So I'm going to be probably going to bed around 2. And that's if there's no music stuff to fix. Lily says, hi everyone from Panama. Greetings, Lily. Hey, the Bauhaus. Dim sum and casserole. That used to be a Vietnamese restaurant. Some Korean fried chicken. Jeanette says, I keep granny hours in bed 8 p.m. Monday to Thursday. And up at 4 a.m. Well, if you got to be up at 4 a.m., that makes sense. How long does it usually take to edit a video, says JD? Anywhere from 5 minutes to an hour. But what I'm going to do the second I get home is load all the files onto the PC.
Great for production.
Then while that's happening, it takes a few minutes to do that. I'll make that animated map I put at the start of each video. And then by the time that is done, at least the first file will be loaded. So I'll move that into the play line, or I gotta clear my throat, one sec. I'll move that into the timeline and I'll get everything done for that. By the time I'm done that, the rest of the files will be there. and I'll just render it out. Fortunately, because I have fiber internet, it only takes about 30 seconds to upload like a 50 gig YouTube video, so that's kind of cool. Rome with Sign is here. Phuket Walk. Alex, hey Johnny, wishing you a fantastic night. Member for 10 months. Thank you, Alex, aka Phuket Walk. I see you've done some fitness videos. I'll have to get caught up and watch some of those, but thank you, Alex. There's the Kyoto House. All you can eat. I'll have to try that. Matt Bross, great night to be out for a stream. Was going to do one in Cleveland. Didn't Drew Carey say Cleveland rocks once? I think we're gonna head over to Dundas Square. That might be it. Hanadon, Japanese cuisine, Enigma, escape room. I still have to try going to Denny's on my birthday.
I didn't think.
Yeah, we got over 600 viewers. Thank you guys. Solid Friday night crowd. All right, I'm not gonna make it. We'll just chill here. Nathan Phillips Square and City Hall are just to the south. That's the financial district off in the distance. If it's called Don, it's good. Don Don Izakaya is excellent. Bruce says 647 watching. Let's hit that like button. Thank you, Bruce. Much appreciated. Well, my last few streams were on the longer side, so this one's going to be a little more normal in length. Ready Pros with the super chat. Did I read that right? Ready. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Cheers to you. Thank you very much. Epic Nation HD saying hi. Greetings, Liam. Making our way towards the square. Man, I am dying to have that drink in my backpack. But I won't let myself have it until I'm on the subway. There's Joey. There's another one just south of here on King Street. Almost directly south of this one. Pretty much in the same spot on King relative to where this one is. You could draw a straight line parallel from Yonge down, and I bet they'd be very close to lining up. Greetings first last. This corner coming up is usually Busker Central. Jaren, $6.99, great stream. Johnny, thank you so much. Jaren or Jaren? Not sure. I apologize if I got it wrong, but thank you for the $6.99. Much appreciated. You said great stream, and there is probably not going to be much more time left in it. Young Street is busy and vibrant, but I'll save it for another Friday night. All right, we've made it to Dundas Square. But you know what? I think that's about all she wrote. Samantha says, just sat down with dinner and oh my God, you're alive. What a treat. Well, I'm sorry, Samantha. But all good things must come to an end. We're gonna wrap this one up. A little bit of a short stream relative to some of my streams recently. Thank you, M777 Lee. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to thank our mods, Patreon supporters, channel members, and everyone who sent support. Holy shit, you guys were awesome tonight. Thank you ever so much for that. And thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel. Getting to 140K has been amazing. I look forward to getting to the next milestone. And I hope a lot of you are along for that ride. But huge thanks, guys. Don't forget, Blue Jays tomorrow, 4 o'clock. And I will be not doing any live streams tomorrow, most likely. Probably not Nuit Blanche either. But that's about it. There'll be a video tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. EST most likely. I want to thank everyone so much for tuning in. Have an awesome, awesome weekend, everyone, and go Blue Jays. Kick some Yankee ass. All right, thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Carolyn. Chris, the Pepsi driver, another one at the buzzer. Go Johnny and go Jays. Chris, the Pepsi driver. At least I didn't end the stream before this one came in. Thank you so much, Chris, the Pepsi driver. Go these guys. And get better soon, Bo Bichette. We're going to need you. All right. Thank you so much. Yoink.